Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. It is with great joy that I come here today once again. Today I want to bring up a vital subject nowadays, the truth. What is truth? Truth is something enlightened. Where there is light, there is truth. Where there is light, there is truth. There are no half-truths. Half-truths are false truths. Truth is something that shows itself fully and doesn't make up to appear sweeter or lighter. Truth is what it is. On the contrary, you are used to not facing the truth, to running away from it. You lie as usual. It is the ego's way of protection, of not assuming something that has been done. So lying is very easy. It is already a habit. So how rare are those today who seek not to lie, only to reproduce the truth? If you look at a scene, you will translate this scene into some words that will interpret this scene. So I'll give you an elementary example: a green field with mountains around it and a sun rising on the horizon. Please tell this image. You could answer me, oh, I'm walking on a plain, there are some mountains around me. The heat is absurd because the sun is already too hot, and I can't find a way out of this jam. And then I invite another person to describe the same image to me. He could say that he is sitting on green grass, extremely cool. The sun is still rising on the horizon. So it is still mild, it is not too hot yet. The mountains bring a cool wind, and you feel excellent. And then I would ask one more person to translate the same image for me. They might say that felt trapped because there are so many mountains around. She sees no way out on the path, that hot sun, and she feels lost. She doesn't feel good in that place. So realize that each person interprets the same image in different ways. Within their concepts, their habits, it doesn't matter. Each one interprets it differently. And then I ask you, where is the truth? Did any of them lie? The sun, the mountain, and the green grass were in the scene. Did any of them lie? No, they all put in all the elements of the scene. Still, they put in their feelings, their way of seeing, and if you observe, only one felt extremely good, and the other two felt attacked by the sun's heat. So imagine this in your day by day. Which story will prevail? Probably the one where people already said it was unbearably hot. And then everyone will tell the same story, seeing that image. That image of a cool, early morning sun of mountains bringing a calm wind has been eliminated because most will stick to the images spoken about in more significant numbers. So what is truth? The truth is what is there in the image and scene. There are mountains, green grass, and a sun on the horizon. I didn't say the sun was up high. It was on the horizon. So really, the sun is cool. It's not a hot sun yet, but those people felt they were wrong, as if the sun was hot. Are they wrong? I would say that in a way, yes, because they didn't see where the sun was. They just saw the sun, and the sun translates to them as heat. But it was a sun on the horizon, so it's still a cool sun because it's early morning. But they didn't observe that. They just looked at the sun. Where am I going with all this litany of mine? You create the situations according to your mind and what you want to observe. The truth often appears crystal clear, so perfect, but you see what you want to see, And most of you who look at this picture will say that the sun is hot. Why don't you look at the position where the sun is? Don't look at the place of the mountains, where by the time of day there was a cool wind, not a hot wind. So, where is the truth? But of course, the truth is where it has to be in every situation. But still, you manipulate the truth. You change the truth into something comfortable for you. There is no interest in observing. You don't know what observing is because you don't want to waste time. You look. You don't even want to see what's around you. You start to define the whole context with just one point of the scene and don't observe the reality. So you let yourselves be taken in by the lies and inventions. And many on your planet have this consciousness that they can present a scene that few will see the truth of it. The vast majority will see what they want you to see, but if you look closely at the scene, you will see that there is something there that was not said. So how to learn to identify the truth from the lie? Lies, which I want to give as a synonym for invention, is that you look at something and invent something about it. Each one creates their own opinion and, worse, spreads it. It is the same with that person who is a very good person, who does good to everyone every day. Everyone who asks her for help, she helps, so she is known as a very good person. But nobody cares much about this, and nobody makes a fuss about her kindness. Then, one day, when that person gets sick, and those who come to ask for help, she replies that she cannot help because she is ill, and all it takes is one person to say she didn't want to help me today. And all that good reputation that person had, it vanishes because there is an interest in defaming her, in saying that she didn't want to help because she didn't want to. But you don't mention that she couldn't help because she was sick, but because it hurt you, you were disappointed, so you make up that she didn't want to help you and spread it around. And that's it. That reputation as a good person is gone. No one else will care about that person because they didn't want to help you. Your lie has ended that person's life. This may be a story made up by me here, or maybe not. Or perhaps many of you have already done this to someone because of a lie, something you made up about the person, or you were angry. Who hasn't? So you demand a lot of the truth, a lot of us for the truth, and then we show you the truth, and how do you see that truth? In his own way, each in his own form, the truth is only one, but you put several aspects of this truth. So, I can only say the following: there is only one way for those who really want to know the truth about every fact. It is not to search the internet or social networks, not to search your friends, but to search your heart. It is to look into your heart, find your higher self, and ask, show me the truth, and the truth will be shown to you. Now, it is up to you to accept it, even if it is contrary to what you think. And then, what are you going to do with this truth? Will you admit to everyone that you made a mistake? That you interpret it wrong? It is difficult for you to do this because the ego does not allow this action, but at least you will know the truth. Now at least, don't continue to spread the lie. If you want to avoid assuming that you made a mistake, that you misinterpreted, that you believed a lie, at least don't spread it anymore to anyone who asks you. Just answer, I have no opinion, that's it. I don't want to talk about it. And that's it, you will not be spreading false news. This is the current moment all over the planet. So many things shown are interpreted in their own way and spread, but they are not the truth because you understood what you wanted to understand, not the truth. The truth is only found within the heart. Only the heart can tell you whether it is false or accurate, and this heart is nothing more than your higher self. We have often said it here. Learn to listen to your higher self. Stop spreading what you have heard or are unsure of, and keep it to yourself. Your decision has to be yours alone. Don't pass it on to anyone else. Because if you misunderstand the situation, it will be your problem. And you will not have the burden, the return of all those you spread, because it will also come back to you. Because you were responsible for spreading that wrong, lying, false news, this has a price, too. Nothing goes unpunished. So, I ask each one of you, when reading a piece of information or being told about it, to seek the truth. Only spread it by knowing whether it is true or not. In fact, more don't spread it. Even if you can understand the truth, keep it to yourself because you can see the truth, and each one will have the moment to know the truth. Think a lot about it. What are you spreading just because you heard about it? Fomenting something that is most probably a lie. Truth is light. Light brings truth. And to find the truth, no matter who it hurts, it is within the heart with the higher self. There is no other way. So begin to redeem yourself from this mistake of interpreting things your way, the way you understand it. But if you do, keep it to yourself and don't spread it to others because it will also come back to you. Think a lot about this. At this time, it is essential that you all seek the truth about everything that is said. Refrain from believing everything you have understood. You have understood what the ego wanted you to understand. Thank you for watching. We love you so much.